take a couple of questions now, folks. Anybody have a question or two they'd like to ask?
Harold, I got one that's probably the question of the day.
Go ahead, Reverend Bob.
If you watch Fox at all,
Yes, I do.
I'm sure you do, that a concern, Tea Party just sweeping across America, and I've noticed it's even infused into the Democratic Party now, that the spending in Washington is unsustainable. And if we go at this pace, we're going down the road to Greece went down or something.
Yeah.
If you get there, what ideas do you have that we could throttle in the spending, and we could get a rein on this thing somehow, get this under control?
You have a great question there, because Moody's and S&P have put the United States, I heard, everybody heard Reverend Bob's question about the spending and what can we do. That Moody's and S&P have put the United States on their watch list. Well, folks, what that means is, and this is a reference to what he said, talking about Greece as well, and other countries that are running up massive debt. And this is what Moody's is saying to the United States of America. You cannot sustain this debt. You cannot. If they drop our credit rating, you're going to see interest rates soar. You're going to see taxes go through the roof as well, because we would then have to restructure, and we would have to curb the debt. We would just have to reduce our debt. And when you look at Washington right now, what Bob said, what can you do? I would not be opposed to calling for an audit of the federal government. Last year alone, in 2009, folks, get ready for this. Now remember this, when President Obama was campaigning, he said things that we all said, that's wonderful. Remember what he said, the days of waste and fraud are over, America. I'm going to appoint somebody that's going to oversee federal spending. Remember he said that? He said yes, he said it many, many times. And I said, that's wonderful. Mr. President, the days have changed. Transparency, that's good. What happened in 2009? Not one person was appointed to oversee federal spending. Do you know how much waste and fraud occurred in government agencies in 2009? Over $100 billion. Wow. What? Yes, ouch. That's a fact. Over $100 billion in waste and fraud. And these same agencies, this was 2009, these same agencies, and Nancy's shaking her head like, what? And these same agencies got increases of 4%, 5%, and 6% more for 2010. It's out of control, ladies and gentlemen. It's out of control. And I'm saying to you, and you say to your friends, even that Red Sox fan sitting over there in Braves territory, give us a chance. I guarantee you we will not let you down. We will make the tough decisions to get this country right. We're not going to be intimidated by the media and being the heartless Republicans. We're already getting ready for that. They're going to attack us. What's the latest plan now for the election? They're going to attack President Bush. Mr. President, with all due respect, you're just beating that blanket to death. Get away from that. Get off that, please.
Give it a rest.
Give it a rest. And don't you admire President Bush for just biting his tongue? What a classy man. What a classy man. Because don't you know, every time you hear it, we're blaming Bush. You even went to Texas and in President Bush's backyards, ripping the President of the United States. And I've seen some liberal columns that have been written, and they said, closed circuit to the Democrats. Don't waste your time blaming George Bush. That's not going to help you in November. And it really isn't. You can blame George Bush all you want. People are concerned with the now and the present. And now and the present is, we're in a mess. We're in a major mess in this country, and there's not a thing anybody can do about it. They can't attack. They're going to be attacking me. I know that's coming as well. But when you see it, just sit back and think, you know what? That's all they've got. That's all they've got. Yes, sir, my friend.
There's a 14th Amendment that speaks to being born in the United States, and a lot of Mexican children are being given certain benefits. And the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Graham, was talking about possibly starting an amendment to get it into the public area, we're going to talk about it, where it's an act of Congress that has something to do with whether or not that child is actually a citizen. Would you support something like that?
Well, John Boehner has said the same thing, that it's something that should be looked at. And if I'm in Congress and it comes up before the Republican Party or the members of the Congress as well, then I would certainly take a look at it as well. And I know exactly what you're speaking about. The mood right now is one of somewhat, I guess I should say, lack of patience. with what's going on in Washington. But it has to be, absolutely, that's an issue that absolutely has to be addressed. And I don't think the Republican Party, if we get that majority, especially in the House, and you can talk, we might take over the Senate too as well, but we can address that, and we will address all these issues. Folks, I want to thank you all very much. Again, I'm honored and humbled to represent you, the great Republican Party, and the great Republican Party in Anson County. Donna, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep the faith. Reverend Bob, do the same thing. Make points about telling people, hey, when something's going wrong at the polls, make sure that things get straightened out. That's the fair way. That's the way we do it in America. You get one vote, and the process is a fair process. And together, we can win. We can win this seat back. What an honor it will be to serve you in Washington. I need your help. I absolutely need the help of everybody. I hope these Democrats and Independents come through for me the way they say they are. And I'm looking forward to November with great anticipation. Great anticipation. Thank you. God bless you all.
Well, I voted for you twice, and I'm going to vote for you third.
Thank you.
I hope I don't have to vote anymore.
2 years later. 2 years later.
Now, that wasn't in the same election.
No, she's too honest. She's too honest.
We don't do that.
That's right. We don't.
We don't do that.